Hello, everyone. Welcome to I'm Recruiter podcast. Today we have another very special guest named called Priyanka. Priyanka is very passionate about technical recruiting. Along with technical recruiting, she love meeting new people. She love visiting different meetups and communities and all. So I met her through one of her common friend, and we spoken couple of times. And what I got to know that she is a very outspoken person, and she loves to meet to people and she loves to share different ideas, thoughts as well. So welcome on board to I Am Recruiter podcast, Priyanka. So why don't you quickly introduce yourself?
Thank you, Prafulla. Thank you so much for this, lovely introduction. It is actually a delight to be a part of your podcast and to speak a little about me. I think most of my connections would know me. I'm Priyanka. My full name is Simhala Priyanka. I'm basically from Hyderabad and born and brought up native to Hyderabad, though it sounds a little strange to some of the people, but yeah, I am native to Hyderabad. You can trust me on this. And I have almost 10 plus years of experience into talent acquisition, and I started my I'm a postgraduate from GNI, Guru Nanak Institute of Technologies, which is one of the um, prestigious colleges in Hyderabad, and I started working with consultancies initially in my career, and then at present I am with one of the leading automotive giant based out of Germany in Hyderabad. Yeah, this is about my experience, and I have almost a decade of experience into talent acquisition. I'm still learning and still going growing.
Same here, same here. Once again, welcome, Priyanka. Happy to discuss more about like your journey and all those things. But before that, since you mentioned about Hyderabad, I have been to Hyderabad and I love different biryanis and everything. So,
Ah,
so what you love about Hyderabad and what's your go-to place whenever you want to go out?
Uh, Truly speaking, what I love about Hyderabad is I love Hyderabad. I mean, I don't need a reason to love Hyderabad because it's truly speaking, not only me, as a family, we have been grown up like to have that pride that we belong to Hyderabad always. Not only me, even my parents, they share the same pride. So I don't see any reason to love it because it's my hometown. I think I'm by default I'm in love with Hyderabad, and it is genetical too. And second point is what is my go-to place? I don't really hang out much during weekends or some. See, weekdays, recruiters
Yes,
never get time to
yes,
hang out. That's period. So
that's true.
weekends I don't plan much outside because I am working on something on my personal front. In terms of growing network and all, I keep attending these networking events. So every other weekend I will be out for networking events, and I do write. I started writing, to tell you frankly, I started writing my insights on LinkedIn. I from childhood I have that passion of talking, right? Writing. I'm a little kind of I don't say extrovert completely, but I'm a little outspoken person, so I like sharing thoughts, knowledge. So that's how I tried writing some insights on LinkedIn. So my weekend time goes on just like this. So that's how it
Okay,
is.
great, great, great. So, talking about Hyderabad again, the reason why I'm emphasizing this particular thing, I love biryani, right? And whenever I go to Hyderabad, I try to find out multiple different places out there and go and eat biryani across, right? But it's been quite a long time, like at least 1 year, I haven't been to Hyderabad now. So, for all the food lovers, any suggestion where they should go in terms of food and all?
See, if I mention one place, that would be really unfair.
Okay.
I mean, it's been a year, you said, Prafulla, isn't it?
Yep,
So I
yep, yep,
think you
yep.
should come to Hyderabad. Every gully has an A1 restaurant now these days.
Okay.
Around Madhapur, around Gachibowli, because of the infrastructure and because of the diversity
Yes,
of
yes, yes,
residents
yes.
that stay in Hyderabad. No, I don't know whether you have gone through the Swiggy Insights as well. They have published that every minute there are some 6 to 7, every second there are some 6 to 7 biryani orders. Just
Okay.
imagine how many restaurants are there. I really don't want to comment on where to go, but I can promise one thing. If you, I mean, since you also love Hyderabad, even sorry, biryani, even I love biryani, and I make really good biryani. I'll get one
Awesome.
for you when you are in Hyderabad.
Sure, sure,
And
definitely.
I think my biryani is something 7 star.
Awesome, good to know. Definitely, before I go to Hyderabad, I will let you know so that I can taste the Hyderabad your
Definitely,
food,
that would be
biryani.
my pleasure. My parents say that is 5 star, 7 star, so I think you will love it.
Okay, okay, great. So again, like you mentioned about Swiggy, 6 seconds, 7 seconds, and 6, 7 seconds is the time a recruiter also takes to review a resume, right? So
Mhm.
almost I can relate some of the things how that 6 second or 7 second is important, right? Great.
Uh,
So talking about your background, little bit about your education background, what exactly you did, like in your graduation or post graduation?
okay, like any other recruiter, my education would never match to my what I am doing. Truly speaking, I think maximum of the pool can relate to most of my experience throughout this podcast, I'm really telling you. So coming to my education, first I did my btech biotechnology as an in graduation. So I belong to
Okay.
life sciences graduate, and I
Okay.
have that passion for it. And I in plus 2 I did bypc, that's again life sciences. I aspired to become a doctor. I wanted to become a doctor, and I think that is still there in my heart and blood somewhere, but I missed it this time. But yeah, that's okay. That's how I landed up again doing btech, something getting into research kind of an activity, but that again couldn't happen. And that was the time where thanks to Mr. Rashekar Reddy Garu, the previous the then chief minister of our state, where he used to give us fee reimbursement for
Okay.
MBA and MCA. That's how I
Okay.
landed up doing MBA in
Okay.
HR. Because again, I'm a
Okay.
people person. I said, okay, I missed doing something into. I wanted to become a doctor. I missed it, and I want to get into something research. Then I missed it. Then I came into. I said, okay, let's do. Since I like interacting with people, talking with people, let's do MBA HR. That's how I landed up doing MBA HR. And yeah, here I am as a recruiter
Okay.
now, where
Okay.
I
Okay.
also do a little bit of research on, where the pool is, which organization has that, talent pool and all. It is a little relative to
Okay.
my
Okay.
this
Great. Great.
thing.
Great. I think definitely some or the other way, most of, if we do some kind of research also, we can find that most of the good recruiters like you and me, we are just, I'm telling ourselves as very good recruiters, okay, are kind
Yeah.
of a BTech plus MBA one, right?
You do
But definitely,
something else and then land up into talent
yeah,
acquisition, because
yeah,
that's
yeah,
true. We need to all accept it, because no one visualize, we never even know that there was something, a profession called as recruitment
yes.
or talent acquisition, frankly speaking. So we all have to accept it, that we have not I have not visualized myself as a talent acquisition professional into as a career option. And I don't think anyone would have, at least visualized it. So
So
we all
during my plus two, even I did PCMB, right? Because my parents wanted either doctor or
or
engineer,
engineer.
right? So I gave both the exam. Somehow I cracked AIEEE and all, but somehow I missed the counseling date and all. I dropped one year,
Oh,
and I did
oh.
some private college education and all, BTech from Dehradun in
Okay.
IT, where I felt that I was not good with coding, I was not good with machines and all. So I thought I'm good, similar to like you. I'm a people person. I thought
People person,
let's do
yeah.
MBA, and post MBA in HR. I realized recruiting is the thing. Great.
Hmm.
Moving to the next question for you, Priyanka. Post MBA, how did you start your career, and which company? How was the journey ahead?
Okay, I'll tell you that stinked, and I mean, it's quite nostalgic to speak about all these things. Okay, let me put it across in a proper way. So in my fourth sem, I have been always a college topper. whatever the stream I was doing, I was very good at academics.
Okay.
And even in my graduation, I used to do some part-time job and then study. Even though I was my college, I mean, I don't say I was a college topper or all, but I passed out in distinction. So I
Okay.
was very good at my academics, and I was in a very good college. So I was literally, truly speaking, I was imagining myself getting into that big corporate as an HR. You visualize yourself, right? So I still remember that day when one of the organizations has promised to come for college placement, but it did not happen. And I don't know, I mean, there was good, truly speaking, there were good placements for marketing students, finance students. They all landed up in something like, at then 5 6 lakhs starting was something a huge
Big,
whooping
big. Yes,
amount.
yes, yes.
So we were also visualizing ourselves the same way. But through our college referral, we started doing internship in one of the very startup organization. It has only two to
Okay.
three or employees, the CEO, and then we
Yes,
three, or
yes.
the two members, CEO's friends, and two three of our college friends. That's it. That was Phoenician Solutions. It's nowhere existing now at present. So we were okay. We are doing also internship into something HR recruitment. Thanks to especially Phoenician now, because they taught us what is searching, what is Naukri, what is Monster. Thanks to them. But again, that was not we were expecting. We thought, okay, this is just an internship. After this, we will be into HR, something like that, internal HR, BP operations kind of a role. But that year we had no placements,
Okay.
and all of us like, अरे यार what happened, ये कैसा हो गया, and all we were all disappointed.
Okay.
And then came, there is an organization called T21 or Talent 21,
Okay.
that is headed by Gurinder Pal Singh. He's an ex-employee of Satyam. Uh,
Okay.
so now take him. So I went there, gave an interview. As I told you, I was always my college topper. So for all the interviews, I mean, I was bang on with all my answers. And you trust me, he said that he'll be able to give you a CTC of 6,000 per month. So I literally said, no, I will not join. My friends were like, Pagal hui kya? So proud you are. And I said, I want 12, either or else I will not join you. I told on
Okay.
the face,
Okay.
the final
Okay.
discussion.
Okay.
My friends were like, you are so proud, you are so command and all. How much attitude you have, pressure you are getting. You should take this, that, and all. But then I said, I mean, fresher ka attitude hota hai na. I still see that in
Ha, ha,
even
ha.
these freshers also. So
Uh,
I was, no, 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 I will not compromise. They will only come and all. But fortunately, I was fortunate enough to give me that job. And that's where I started my first career as a recruiter. But I mean, since I was very good in, I mean, I think I am good, decent, not very good, decent in com skills. And because of my com skills, I used to handle directly the clients there. I used to handle
okay.
the clients and serve them. I used to work with KPMG, TechM. KPMG, I used to do I work as a Spock there, and I used to also train freshers. I mean, we have
Okay.
almost uh, hired some dozen of freshers there to train on recruitment. So I used to be part of the team who let them know what is recruitment, how do you do calling. I'm always known for my calling, truly speaking.
Okay.
There are my managers who, I don't know, I think they still agree that I'm very good at calling. My calling, when I propose a profile after calling, it means it's a short on board. At least I can give you that 80%.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's how it is. That's how my journey is.
Okay, okay. So, since you mentioned about training, since you mentioned about calling as well, right? So, any specific tips you wanted to give the aspiring recruiters how they should prepare their pitch for calling any of the candidates? Because you mentioned that you were good
Okay.
with those things and you have given multiple
Mm,
trainings as well, right? So,
mm,
just a few tips, basic tips, not in depth one, whatever you want to
yeah.
share.
Okay. So, first thing I want, first tip is that don't be don't be too autonomous or systematic. Just be yourself on the call and try to build that relation with your candidate.
Okay.
Okay, that is my first tip. I mean, it shouldn't be like one way communication, it has to be two-way communication. You first make them understand what they want, what is promising in your role, what is it they get when I go ahead with your profile. That's what
Okay.
I do. I don't start taking their details initially. The
Okay.
first point is, when I look at a profile, I first thoroughly screen them whether technically it is matching my resume.
Okay.
Technically, in the sense, as per the job description. And then I call them, and I first I'll give the information. I don't take the information. First I
Okay.
give the information. I tell them this is what it is. This is the organization. This is the profile. This is where you see yourself after a certain period of time. And then this point actually, it helps in two ways. One, I'm engaging with the candidate, I'm talking to them, and I'm building the relation. Two is, I'm also creating an interest in them, because anyone can say this is from Tech Mahindra, are you interested? Tech Mahindra, everybody knows. No, but you explain a little about the project. I mean, what is it into, for which client? Most of the time, client it would be confidential. So what is there in it? What does the project talk about? What does the hiring manager told you that this is how we visualize this role in next coming years or something? So it's a give and take policy to me. I present that thing on the table. This is what you have. Are you interested? Then once he says interested, then I drill down. Then I start my drilling down into the profile, like uh, CTC. What are his skills? What is his passionate about? Where is he from? What is he looking into the profile? Everybody, see, it's like, taking up a new job is like, getting in something like when you get married, you try to know everything, right, about the girl
Yes.
or the boy.
Yes.
You try to know which family, what family, how much and all. And though an opportunity is not a lifetime commitment to you, but it's a commitment of at least 2 years. So 2 years you're
Yep.
going to be there, minimum to minimum.
Yep.
If it
Yep.
goes
Yep.
beyond 2 years, 3 years, that's good, well and good. But 2 years, you have to be engaged there. You have to spend almost 9 hours in a day, productive 9 hours, taking all 8 hours into sleep. Then 9 hours is something the
Most of
maximum
your
that you
time.
spend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Active time that you're spending with someone. I mean, something or someone, an organization point of view or your team or something. Then you have to think a lot, right? So you have to think a lot about the opportunity. That that is the equation that I set up in my first call, and thereon it goes, because now everything is understood. Technology prospect is understood, what he wants and what I want is understood, everything is good, and you align on the budget initially only. Now it becomes easy for me to make it a closure, actually.
Okay.
So I always say your first call has to be rock solid. I mean, your first call determines either yes, this candidate is a go or a no go. That's it.
Yes.
Simple.
Yes. And what do you think about, like, when you are talking to any of the candidates, right? We should have a good energy as well, right? uh,
Correct.
if you are very low in energy, you are passing the same energy to the candidates, right?
Correct.
So, and people should see that passion,
Passion,
see
energy in you. Yeah.
energy, plus they should feel what you are talking about the
Correct.
project, about the company. It should
Correct.
excite them, right? And it
Hmm.
all happened with the voice, how we are
Voice. Correct.
communicating
Correct.
with the candidate.
Yes, yes, correct. It's true. And I think you might have understood now. I don't lack energy at all. So I am always like, and I talk like this even at the end of the day. I don't know. I literally don't know where I get this energy from. But yeah, I'm by birth, by default setting this is that I'm too energetic, and I think my voice also sounds a little vibrant on the phone. So that also helps me.
Okay. Okay, great. So, how long you worked with your first organization, and how did you move to the next organization, and why?
Okay. So I was there only for an year there.
Okay.
Uh, it was because I don't know about how far you know about the history of this place, Hyderabad or Telangana, because there was Telangana agitation going on during
Mm-hmm.
2012, 13, kind of.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and moreover, no, it was not going on. No, it was not going on. Sorry. Yeah, I'll tell you. There was metro construction going on in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Though I have to travel, my route was completely through that construction area only. From
Okay.
KPHP to my office was somewhere in Secunderabad,
Okay.
Paradise Patni. So
Okay.
complete route was under construction. That was the complete route of that metro as well. So I literally used to take almost 2 to 3 hours to reach home.
Okay.
So I said,
One way.
okay, one
Was
way,
it
literally. Because
two
of the
to three
traffic.
hours is too much, right?
I'll tell you also, see, that was the time when Delhi incident happened.
Okay.
Every news channel used to bring
Yeah.
up that what happened, and I was like standing on that bus stop at 6 7 7 o'clock bus था तो मुझे ऐसा लगता था 10 o'clock हो गया है. I used to be so scared. I have to reach home. I have to reach home. I used to take any bus that comes in. I mean, my colony had very few commute direct buses,
Okay.
so I
Okay.
have to take I mean, pick up and drop kind of a thing. So connected traveling. So I
Connected. Yeah.
used to take any bus that comes to my colony to reach my home fast. So that was very scary for me. And then I was thinking, see, I am at the heart of IT hub. I told you, right? I stay near.
Yes. Yes.
From I think from schooling, I'm here only in the same place. I
Okay.
was just thinking, why the hell I am taking so much tension to run to Secunderabad, leaving this IT hub. Then I said, okay, just put your papers, search something nearby, and then I put my papers. I searched something here, and that's how my second opportunity started.
Okay. Okay. And like, so which organization you are working currently now, and how long you have been working, and what keep you motivated and passionate currently, since you have spent almost like 10 years in recruiting, what is still that things which kick you off, or like आपको वो क्लिक करता है अभी भी.
Okay, so I'm at present with ZF, uh,
Okay.
ZF group of
Can
organizations.
you tell a little bit about the organization?
Definitely, that would be my pleasure. Actually, I always tell this to everybody in my call during my interaction with the candidates. So I would love to tell you about ZF. See, ZF is a product-based technology development organization. So you cannot say it's only a technology development organization. It's an automotive giant based out
Okay.
of Germany, Berlin, and headquartered in Berlin, as I've said, you spread across 40 plus countries, 270 plus locations, and we are not even less than 1.5 lakh plus associates across the globe. And what we do is, see, we develop technology for e-mobility, next generation mobility, electric powertrain, and race engineering. To tell you, we are the proud technology sponsors for one of the uh, e-race, F1 e-race that happened for the first time in India, that too in Hyderabad. So we were
Okay.
the proud technology sponsors for it. So
Awesome.
that huge is ZF. I mean, people know it very less because we are into B2B business.
Yep. Yep.
So but yeah, now people started recognizing ZF because even in my events when I say ZF, people say which organization? I say ZF and I start telling about this. Oh, this is such a big organization. We never
Yeah.
knew that it is there in Hyderabad. I used to say that, yeah, that's the same problem. To tell you frankly, I mean, truly, even when I was attending interview with ZF, right? So, um, even I had no clue what is ZF about. So I was just thinking, okay, that's a good product-based organization, corporate opportunity. So let's take it. After joining, I understood what is ZF and all.
Okay.
So that's how
Okay.
my journey with ZF started, and we are very well known for our organization culture and work-life balance. To truly speak, it's an employee-centric organization. So that's how I look at ZF as, and I think I'm planning for good tenure with this organization. Let's see how it goes.
Okay. Okay. Great. Thank you for sharing about GF, because I believe not everyone might know about GF.
No.
Uh,
Yeah, it is ZF, Z and F or ZF.
okay.
Yeah, Z
Okay.
and F.
Okay. Okay. Great. Great. So, nice introduction about the company and about your journey as well. So, during your career journey, right, uh, was there any moment in your life which made you realize that uh, there is lots of things to do in recruitment, right? Were there any moment where you felt that, hey, you have taken wrong decision, right? Were there any moment in your life where you felt like you lost it, and what happened at the time? How did you overcome those? The reason why I'm trying to ask this question, because there are millions or lakhs of uh, employees like you, right, who might have faced similar situation in day to day life, or his or her, where we feel like we have lost it. And so I wanted to know your journey a little bit as well, Priyanka. Was there any kind of challenging moment in your life?
Challenging moments. Yeah, challenging moments when I speak about, see, in recruitment, no, it is not that today you have that energy, tomorrow you don't have that energy. See, you, not all days are same
Same.
equal in our
Yes,
life, correct? But for recruiter, you have to have that energy at any cost.
that's
Once you
true.
step into your office, you're once you're sitting on your seat, turning on your laptop, make sure you're back to your energy.
Yep.
So that is really tough when I see, when I mean, because I am a little emotional person. When something happens, it rumbles in my mind to some extent. So that is one challenge is what I see. If you are literally pursuing the career of recruitment into talent acquisition recruitment, make sure you are always high on your energy until and unless you have control on what you're doing, at least in your office, in your office presence. I don't think it would be a tough game for anybody to handle, and you have to always be passionate about it. Every day you have to be passionate about it, and every day you have to take it as a new first day only, because every new requisition is different, every new
Yes,
hiring manager is different, and every day is like a first day of your career. So that is the zeal that is always wanted, which cannot be in everybody's life, truly speaking.
that's true.
That is first point. Second point is, this is something which is not a professional career, right? So you will not get that professional training also. This, as a fresher, I have I faced this challenge. The first day or the first couple of months went like, okay, I'm giving you this requisition, give me profiles. I was like, okay, how will I give profiles? And then, okay, you have Naukri, then search, just give Java. Firstly, तो ऐसे ही देते हैं ना, Java developer,
हाँ,
manual
हाँ,
testing,
हाँ, हाँ,
5 दे दो, Java के 5
हाँ,
दे दो.
हाँ.
I was like, okay, I used to search and give 5 Java profile. They used to, I mean, we have some terminologies which is not known to others.
Yeah,
CTC, notice
yeah,
period.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, what is CTC? What is notice period? Everything is, we need to, poke, then ask them, what is this? What
Yes.
is, you don't get a formal training. No one will teach you actually. No one will
Yeah,
give you even
yeah.
tips, how to identify a right candidate, how to do this. You always learn from your own mistakes, from your own experience. This was I think people can be a little humble towards your freshers, a little, little supportive towards your freshers. I think that is one of the challenges what I see. But again, someone like who wants to do it by hook or crook like me, they will crack it anyways. And I also see people who are getting running away from talent acquisition. ये तो मेरी बस की बात नहीं है,
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
that's because they don't have that guidance. There is no one to teach you. अब किसी को इतना time भी नहीं है कि teach you, because even that person is running behind his target now. So how do he get time to teach you? That is one of the challenge. And और एक भी देखा है मैंने, स्पेशली व्हेन इट कम्स टू कॉर्पोरेट्स, मोस्ट ऑफ द कॉर्पोरेट्स दी look at recruiters or talent acquisition team as something as support function.
Yeah.
uh, Not that important, they are not that important. I mean, they are just supporting. I mean, I have faced some experiences which are very strange, but I think, and today's generation, when you look at this current scenario, recruitment or talent acquisition is not just a support function. They are driving businesses. They are completely your business partners. They are part of your. They are part of building your organization. I mean, by bringing the right talent to your desk, isn't it? So that's how
Yeah.
I think that the scenario is changing these days. The tables are turning around. There is no scenario where you just see recruiters as some some
Position
important
filling
role.
people and
Huh.
all.
No, they are your business partners. I mean, that's what we are doing. We look at it as you give suggestions, right? This is not how we go. This is the pool we need to target. When there is diversity issue in the team, when it is going down, we always have that catch on it. We try to propose more diverse profiles to the panel, isn't it? They're building your organization in every aspect, in terms of diversity, in terms of talent. So I think you should respect them equally as any other department or business unit is concerned, and they are driving the business. Today's recruiters or talent acquisition team is no more a support function. They are your business partners. That's it, is what I understand.
I, great answer, I would say. Even like I definitely feel and I can definitely relate the same what you have shared, because I personally have faced similar kind of situation as well.
I think
So
most of us will feel this.
so I don't know, like it's the business. If definitely bigger organization or bigger brands, they definitely treat the recruitment function as their strategic partners, right? But
Hmm.
still I think some of the business
Some
mindset,
organizations,
yeah,
correct.
mindset
Not everybody.
have to evolve, right?
Yeah, they have to evolve. It's all about mindset.
Mindset, yeah. And when you are talking about business, right, definitely money is important, profit and loss is important, but what's other part, who is driving that? People, right? It's not
People, and
only
who is
a,
getting your people? The
yeah,
talent acquisition team.
yeah. And
That's how it
like
is.
again, to build a product you need people, right? To get those people you need talent acquisition team. So people are not understanding, or many business doesn't understand that. They think that they will give the requirement and we will fill the role. It's not
Mm.
that simple.
It doesn't end there. I mean, because it's not just filling the role. That person stays with you for a certain duration of time. They will influence your business. I mean, if everything goes well, they might stay for 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, and they become your brand ambassadors again.
Of course.
So that's how you're building businesses, right? So I think talent acquisition team or recruitment team, they deserve equal respect, equal pride. You have to be proud of what you're doing. So that's how it
Yes,
is.
yes.
And I have recently come up with an article also on the same. I have written few lines about it that rumbled around my mind, my experiences and current scenarios. So I have posted on LinkedIn also on this.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
audience, if you want to go and see the
Please.
article, please go and read Priyanka's article, what she have written about the similar topic. And
Correct.
I have read the topic. I have read the article of hers. It's very interesting. You will definitely love it. Please go and read that.
Yes, and see,
Great.
I'm open for your feedback also. I'm just started. I'm just a little baby now in terms of writing insights on LinkedIn. So I welcome your feedback, but a little softly, not harsh words.
Okay. Okay. So, Priyanka, what made you realize that you have to be active in LinkedIn? What made you realize that you have to write articles? Uh, what made what triggered you to do that?
Okay. I think that is there in me since my schooling, because I'll tell
Okay.
you, during my school days, right from when I was third, fourth, fifth standards, I was newsreader in my school.
Okay.
So just imagine a fourth standard girl coming representing in front of entire school assembly. Morning वाला जो prayer होता है ना,
Assembly
pledge
होता
लेते
था, हाँ,
हैं,
हाँ,
हाँ.
हाँ, हाँ,
So
हाँ.
just imagine a fourth standard or fifth standard girl just coming and reading news in front of everybody. I truly, honestly, and from bottom of my heart, I thank my sir, my English sir, Nagaraju sir. He's Nagaraju sir. He's quite old now. He cannot even walk now, but he is the one who inspired me. I don't know, somehow he found that zeal in me that I am good at. I used to blah blah blah. I used to always talk in my school. I was a chatterbox. Like, I used to talk a lot. I used to run here and there, take part in everything. I mean, अगर school का decoration होगा August 15th में, August 26th, I mean January 26th and all, so every school, students would run away, right? I used to be the only girl to stay with my class teacher to do the entire decoration again. So I used to. We also had an opportunity to during our school days to sing national anthems or patriotic songs in radio. That दूरदर्शन होता था तब के time में. So we used to go for those songs also on radio. I don't know that Doordarshan radio channel. So I think that's all is there in my somewhere it is hidden in my in me all these days. And once I started looking following some influencers, some thought leaders, influencers on LinkedIn, then I said, okay, this is also a platform where you can share your thoughts professionally, and that helps you grow by exchanging your thoughts, by exchanging your knowledge. Because I told you I was always a topper, so we used to do a buddy system kind of studies. So I used to always do this uh, buddy system and help others learn. Like, this is how you learn, this is the shortcut, this is how we used to study, right? So that is somewhere there in me still. So that that is how I'm looking at LinkedIn as a right platform to do all these things that are inside me. जो जो कुछ भी बचा है, I'm bursting out on LinkedIn now.
Great.
Yeah.
आपने you told about your school days. Even like I was never a good speaker, right? I there was always a hesitation. I never participate in any news reading. I got opportunity. Uh, if there is a group sing, I participate. In backside, I stay,
Okay.
right? But I love to participate and engage in other things, but never had the courage to do that in alone or like in front of
अच्छा.
thousands or hundreds of people, right?
Okay.
But I always try to find space in a group.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I always
Yes, you
try
want to
to,
participate, but maybe you're a
yes,
little hesitant, a little introvert to some
yeah,
extent. Chota
yeah,
wala.
little
Yeah.
extrovert, but not that
Uh,
extrovert. A little more of
ah,
introvert, I would say,
it's a
right?
combination, huh?
Yeah,
Introvert, extrovert
combination.
का combination.
I also remember there are multiple similar like you. Whenever there is any decoration in the schools and other things, हम लोग भी काफी पार्टिसिपेट करते थे, बट मैं हमेशा
Yeah.
पीछे ही रहता था. तो
हाँ.
हाईलाइट जो मतलब टॉप के क्लास के टॉपर्स लोग थे उनके ऊपर जाता था. And there was one event in class 8, 9, 10. We used to do mime act.
Mm,
Mime act is
mm.
basically
हाँ,
you
हाँ.
wear black clothes, white face, and colors
अच्छा,
and other
अच्छा.
things.
Okay, हाँ,
You
हाँ.
don't speak anything, you just
Correct.
express
But you
your
enact.
feelings and all.
हाँ, you
Yeah,
enact.
yeah. So we used to do that, and I feel so good that I was part of it. I was able to express without saying, right? And
That's also an art, actually.
yes, yes, and it made me realize that hey, definitely expressing things are good, right? And
Yes.
being a boy, it's always tough for us to express things.
Express. Correct.
Like
Yeah.
so, my dad used to go to his work every day, right? And mom is being a boy. I can't share everything to my mom, right?
हाँ.
He, certain things I used to share. Ki mom, I
I can
like this
understand
girl.
your this thing.
I like going there. I want this. I want that. But I have to put certain filter there, right? So उस time पे being a boy, what I realized that it's very difficult sometimes to express things. So and during college days we got opportunity टू कनेक्ट विद फ्रेंड्स एंड फ्रेंड्स के साथ तब बात करके अच्छा लगता था क्योंकि वो सब कुछ फ्रेंड्स को शेयर कर सकते थे ना. Great.
Hmm.
So interesting. Even I feel I was able to go back to my old days. And
Nostalgic,
yeah.
right? I understand.
Okay. Now moving back to next question, Priyanka. So currently you have mentioned that you were writing different articles and uh, uh, different things, and you have seen influencers and all those things. So why do you think these influencers and other things are building their own personal brand by doing these things? Why personal branding is important these days?
Okay. I don't think they are. I mean,
No, it's your opinion. I don't.
I
What
yeah,
you
correct,
think
correct,
you can share freely. Don't
correct,
worry.
correct.
Yeah.
See, there are some set of people who wanted to evolve as a brand, but again you are doing something कि आप के कुछ you're running behind something. Success के पीछे मत भागो बोलते हैं ना. So I
Mm.
don't think most of the successful leaders or thought leaders, they are not running to build their brand actually. They are sharing knowledge which is becoming a brand actually. So the point what I want to say is, if you have that zeal, if you have that knowledge, if you have the tool we always have, LinkedIn or any other platform, I think people should start writing, start expressing on such professional platforms. So then you evolve as a brand. I mean, if you keep like, I want to evolve as a brand and start writing, I don't think that would give, I don't think that would be great, that great success. Because I don't know, this is what is my thought process is. And I think they are first thought leaders. They have that knowledge, they have different perspective than others. Like agar 100 members are going this way, they are, these thought leaders are people who say that you can achieve success in this way also, some other way, who can make the entire world look at in different way, in different thought process, who can influence a majority of mass audience through their
Yeah.
thoughts. So they do it. That is why they are evolving as brands. So this is what I understand about personal branding. And I don't think you should start writing something, or you should do something keeping in mind that I want to evolve as a brand. Maybe that would be successful, that would be successful, but uh, it is not something which is driving. Because personal branding is, since when do we know about personal branding? You tell me frankly. Maybe 5, 6 years, 10 years
Yeah.
back,
Yeah.
isn't
Yeah.
it? So otherwise, we wouldn't have known about personal branding. ऐसा कुछ होता है. No, isn't it right? So, but these thought leaders are always there. You always had met someone who has completely changed the way you are thinking about. Correct? Completely changed the way that you're looking at certain things. So these are thought leaders who by expressing their uh, by sharing their knowledge, by sharing their thoughts, they have become thought leaders, and that's how they are building brands. So if you have that zeal, start building one. But if you straight away think that I want to build a personal branding, then we have tools now also. I think that can help you, but I don't think that's something, the driving force which you have to start by.
Okay. So,
This is my
like,
opinion.
yes, yes, yes. Thank you for sharing the genuine opinion, Priyanka. Definitely, everyone have their own sweet opinion and all.
Correct.
So, thank you for being candid and open and sharing your opinion, right? So, other question I have here is like, let's say there is a aspiring recruiter, there is a fresher who want to know about personal brand. You already talk about personal brand. What are the different steps or different things people can do to create their own personal brand? Is it only writing in LinkedIn, or is it creating a podcast, or is it creating a community, or being a part of community, or meeting a meetup? What personal brand looks to you, and in terms of definition wise?
Okay. Personal brand. Okay. So it has to, I mean, see, personal branding is, I mean, I don't want to go into the
No, no,
technicalities of it,
don't
not
go.
into
Just
the
overall,
technicalities.
overall. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
want to keep it very raw, pure
Yep.
to my thoughts and heart.
Yes, yes,
So,
yes.
personal branding, you see, now you're talking to me. You're talking to me, right? So, when you talk to me, I create an impression. I create an image of Priyanka in your
Yeah,
mind. It is
yeah.
personal branding to me. So,
Okay.
first thing, I don't think initially, if you told that someone starting their career as fresher, recruitment, how do they build their personal branding? So, I don't think people should get into building their personal branding first. I think people should get into influencing people through their work. See, you don't need to be a thought leader to influence someone. When someone is going through, when someone is coming through your way in your office, you just give them a smile and it
Sorry,
influences them.
sorry. I in between some network issue. I think I
Huh.
lost you in
Okay.
between. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
You
So
mentioned
if it
about
is
like
about,
the pressure.
correct, correct. So if it is about freshers building on their personal brand, I suggest. I mean, there's nothing that you have to go on LinkedIn, write something or share something, go to events. No, First be yourself, be pure to your thoughts, be be genuine to your thoughts, and that is what is personal brand to me. So the image that I create to a person when they speak about Priyanka, when someone recognizes me as, that is what is personal branding to me. So
Okay.
this is purely from my heart and my brain. This is
Sure.
how I look at personal branding. And I'm not going into technicalities. See, to
Yes. Yes.
technicalities mein jaoge na, to I will tell you. I mean, as per my experience or knowledge, see, you can write on LinkedIn, as you said. You can go for networking events. You speak. You be a speaker. You do podcasts. All these things will give you a personal branding overview. And during the course of time, when you are consistent about all these things, you would definitely build a personal brand. But is that genuine to you is the question.
Yep.
Because you now, when you build your personal brand, you become a figure, you become a
Yeah.
public
Yeah.
figure. People start noticing you. People start identifying you. When you are in a crowd, people will identify you. So before building a start, first identify your personality and be genuine to your personality. I'll tell you, see, in corporates, you should smile, you should have a professional smile, smile very little. ऐसा कभी कभी होता है. Those are some what taboos or some imaginary things that we understand as a corporate this thing. But I don't know, I have never been driven by such impressions or predefined definitions of being a corporate employee. I'm always true to myself. I smile big when I like someone. I mean, it's not like when I like someone I smile big. I just try to be myself. So that is what is personal branding to me. But
Totally
otherwise,
agree.
if you really want to build your personal brand, I think today's generation, they have so much of knowledge available freely, so much of content available freely. You can go and build your personal brand. But the question is that your authentic you is the question.
Yep, yep, yep. And I think it's not a one day journey. I would say, right?
It's
It
not a one
it,
day
it
journey.
takes
Correct.
time, right? It takes your commitment. It takes effort, right?
Yeah.
How much dedication you are putting to it, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
sometimes we just see the success of different people, and we think that hey, उसने वो किया है मैं भी कर सकता हूँ. But जब
हाँ,
real effort,
ये नहीं रहना चाहिए. This is not personal branding. Now you
yeah,
see
yeah,
someone is writing and someone is doing something and you did just because he was doing. This
doing,
doesn't come under personal branding and you will never be successful because
yeah,
there is no driving factor.
yep,
You're
yep,
trying
yep.
to imitate someone, but God has made you unique, and I think you should carry that uniqueness within you. Just carry it. Simple.
Totally agree. So, since we are already talking about personal brand, all right. So, uh, in many of the podcasts I have discussed, this is one of the topic which definitely comes up, right?
Mm.
And we have so many good recruiters, good sources, good team people, right? Who focuses only on their personal work, right? So I feel so bad sometimes for them. Definitely work is there, company is there, job is there, but what if you get fired tomorrow, right? Will that
Correct.
help you?
Mm.
If you have a personal brand or if you have good network, don't you think that's more valuable from focusing only on work, focusing only on limited things?
Okay. I would like to answer it in a different way. See, uh, first point is, from where I'm drawing this reference is, we have not made this choice to become talent acquisition folks or TA, to come into talent acquisition. Somehow we have come into it and we are driving it as a professional. So
Yeah,
I think everybody has something or the other passion driven down in them. For me, I'm a recruiter. Why? Uh, it happened to me and I'm in this profession. But I love writing, I love reading, and that is what I'm doing on LinkedIn. I'm not doing
Okay.
it to build my personal brand here. I have not started it with an agenda that I will become a personal brand and all. I'm doing it because I love talking to people. I used to be a chatterbox, and you keep me in 100 strangers within, just like that I can make 2 to 3 friends.
Okay.
So that is me. So that drives me. That is why I write. In the same way, every person, it live about individual, live about recruiters or something. Every individual has something or the other passion hidden in them. They want to do certain things that they want to do. And I think they should consider it as a side hustle to build something on top of your regular job. If you're talking
Yeah.
about in or layoff, you have come across layoff. I'm sorry, no one should go through this situation.
Yes. Yes.
If that comes, there should be something that will help you, and at least you try to take up your passion as a side hustle, and later on, when you can take it into a mainstream. This is what I look at it, because I have not planned to become a recruiter or a talent acquisition partner, neither you have become. And 90% of our tribe, they wouldn't have imagined to become a recruiter, so they have become by choice. So at least as a side hustle, I think I lost you again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm. So at least take your passion as a side hustle, and then get that passion side hustle into the mainstream, so that you also do what you love, and you have mainstreamed your career also now.
So we were talking about our recruiter friends, like personal brand and other things, right? They just focus on their work, right? You mentioned about their different hustle they can do, and I totally agree, right? Because one of the reason why it hit me a lot was when there was any issue, any economy related thing, or losses in the company happening, the first kind of people getting impacted is the TA
Is
folks.
the talent acquisition folks
Yeah,
correct?
and because of that, I think we have lots and lots of different TA folks available in the market who are currently open to work as well.
Correct.
So that is one of the reason why we started this community as well. One of the purpose, right, to help the community, to help people educate as well, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, over to you. You were mentioning something at the time.
Uh, so I think that's what you have summed up. It you so that's what I was trying to mention. Like, at least when you have taken talent acquisition by choice, because you don't have any choice, uh, take your passion as side hustle. Maybe if you're fortunate enough, then you can bring it to mainstream, and you can and you can go ahead that as your mainstream career going ahead, is what I want to sum up it as.
Okay. Okay. Great. I think a very interesting discussion so far. So we also wanted little bit more about Priyanka, know more who Priyanka really is. So apart from your day-to-day work in terms of recruitment, in terms of hiring, what else you would love to do, Priyanka, and what you do in your weekend?
Okay. Okay. So, what I do in my weekends is, I told you, right? Since I just started my journey in terms of writing or sharing thoughts, I mostly my day goes in the same thing. And otherwise, I'm a passionate travel. I mean, you would find it really strange if I tell you I'm a passionate travel who had never traveled. So
Okay.
you would not find this combination anywhere except to me. So I love traveling. I love it. I told you, right? I'm a people person. So I love traveling, exploring different cultures, people, food, their perspectives. So this actually drives me. I mean, that brings me a huge, big smile on my face. But the tragedy is I never traveled that too long. I'm planning for it. Some circumstances I couldn't plan, but I think I will travel like anything in coming future is what I know.
Okay.
But that's how it is. And how my weekend goes, I told you, isn't it? I spend most of the time uh, jotting down. I mean, see, some points they come into my mind when I'm traveling, when I'm in my bus, when I'm in my shuttle or something. So I try to jot them out and then consolidate them during the weekends, and I try to frame them in a proper way so that I make sense. And I do a couple of things. I do polling. I started doing polling on different hot topics that are related to HR and talent acquisition. Then I want to write something on it explaining what it is, why it is important. So my whole time goes into the same. And I think I'm a too much family person. So even if I don't travel, if I stay with my family, I think I'm good to go. So I love staying close to my family. And you will not trust me, my family has, apart from me, mom, dad, I have two pet dogs. I have three kittens, one cat and two kittens. I have two ducks. So you can imagine how my weekend goes actually.
Okay. Okay.
I most of the time goes playing with them, enjoying with them, cooking and all. Yeah, but I'm
Okay.
seriously planning to travel, and I think I will travel, that's for sure. It couldn't happen because of some tragedies and all, but that's ironic. I mean, I truly, I also enjoy seeing it and funny, a passionate travel who never traveled.
Okay. Okay. So, tell me about one moment, right? Whenever Priyanka is very happy, what is that one thing she will go and do for sure?
I will dance. I will dance like anything. I laugh like anything. I share it with my parents. So that is how I express my happiness. And yeah, that's what I dance a lot if I am happy. I'll keep
Okay.
music. And I mean, you will find it too funny. I dance, right? I mean, होता है ना कि MTV में there are some music channels where you get back to back, back to back, back to back hit song. So I will dance. And at times what happens, even my dad joins when he feels that that song is not relevant to me. I don't like that song. He'll change the channel. Okay, you don't like this channel, right? Let me change the channel. He'll keep changing the channels, and I say, Dad, stop. This is the one. And then I'll start dancing. So this is very funny.
Okay. Good to know. And what is one moment when you were sad and you love to do?
Sorry, what is that one moment?
Let's say you are sad, right? What is that one thing you love to do when you are very sad?
See, I am such person. When I am sad, no, I love to do nothing. I stay calm, and you will see the world's silent person in me. Then I don't speak to anyone. I don't interact, and I just sit in my thoughts only. Then I only get recover. I only console myself. So it's like a self remedy. वो जो होता है ना, self treatment. So something like that. When I'm sad, I sit idle. I don't do anything. I don't talk to anyone. Just give me some time. I'll be okay.
Okay. And definitely your parent understand that particular moment, right? ये
They
कुछ तो
really
हुआ है
understand.
कि
Ah,
थोड़ा सा
correct.
टाइम दे दो प्रियंका को, she will be fine, right?
And to tell you, see, truly speaking, no, my dad understands me more than my mom. My dad gives me that time, and later on he knows the correct time to ask me to probe in. But my mom, she doesn't have that patience to tell you. She has to know right now. She doesn't care what I'm going through, what is the hell I'm going through. She wants the answer now. Bolo kya hua hai? Why are you like that? What happened, beta? She will even make me give me more trauma at that point in time.
वो होता है,
They
I think most of the family ऐसा
Moms
होता
are
है.
like that. That is the beauty of their relation. Truly speaking, every mom is like that, and I find it funny when I've gone through that situation. That situation is passed to me. I find it funny, but when I'm going through it, no, and she'll keep on like, what happened? What happened? What happened? I was like, I'll get even more traumatic, and I'll tell like, mom, just give me some time. Let me be okay. Then I'll be able to tell you. But otherwise, as I've told you, I'm a family person, right? I discuss everything A to Z to my mom and dad. So since I'm the only child, I think I'm very close to them, and everything, good thing, bad thing. Someone gave me chocolate. Someone gave me uh, strange look. Everything I will tell to my parents.
Good to know. Great. So moving to our next topic, right? Again, coming back to recruitment. Uh, Recruitment hot topic is again AI.
AI.
Uh,
Okay, when you said hot,
so
I know. I came to know.
that
Could
is the
guess it.
hot topic, right? Every company,
Everywhere.
every meetup, every round table, you go to any college conference and anything, right? Even they will ask, "What's your opinion? What do you think?
What's
What
your
is
opinion? Yeah,
that?"
correct,
So
correct.
I want to know what Priyanka think about AI in recruitment.
See, AI is definitely going to make a very big impact on recruitment in a positive way and also in a negative way. I'll tell you
Okay.
how. Positive, it will definitely save your time in terms of screening. If a screening is automated, and if you are able to give if you are able to give the right command to how to screen the right profile, I think it's a boon to you. It will save your time. And in a negative way, you don't adopt AI in you. So if you are keeping AI far from you, then I think it will definitely affect your job. Because ऐसा होता है ना, I mean, if there is a lion around, either you try to ride it, else it will definitely eat you. ऐसा कुछ कहावत होता है हिंदी में. I'm not really sure about it, because you anyways cannot run away from a lion or a tiger. There is no point. Either you
Yeah.
learn riding it, or you be ready to die. Simple. It's the same
Yeah.
case with AI. You either try to be proficient in it and take your career to next level, or you try to give up. People says no, AI is going to curb your role. It's not only it's not only with respect to recruitment or talent acquisition. I think it is going to affect everybody in your personal life also. I was just reading one article where it was saying down the line 10 years, even in your personal life, AI plays a significant role. So, if that is the future, I think everybody should learn how to manage it, how to get adopted to it, how to utilize it for a better future.
Okay, okay, great. I definitely agree with every point of yours because, see, every time technology keep evolving, right?
Yes,
For
exactly.
example, mobile phone, right? So, if we doesn't use the latest kind of mobile phone, we will be outdated, right?
Outdated,
We don't know
obsolete,
what's
correct,
happening in the industries and all, and it's very difficult if you are outdated, right? Who will give you
correct,
job, right?
correct.
It's a similar situation as well.
Similar
Great,
situation,
great
yes.
answer, Priyanka. So with interest of time, I think I will just ask couple of quick questions, right?
Ah,
So
rapid
what's
fire round.
yeah, so what success mean to you, Priyanka? Like, do you think uh, success is about like power? Do you think success is about monetary benefit? Do you think success being a brand? What success means to you, and do you see yourself being successful recruiter already, or what, where you want to see yourself in terms of success?
I will answer in one word. Success to
Yes.
me is happiness.
Okay.
If you are really happy, you will excel in whatever. See, everybody has different standards.
Yes, yes,
Everybody has
yes.
their own matrices. Now, you reach this metrics. People say, "Oh, this is average. You have to reach this." You reach that. Somebody will say, "Oh, this is median. You have to reach that." So there is no limit to it. There is no limit to matrices. So I think success for me is being happy, and
Okay.
I live in the moment. So
Okay.
I love to enjoy the moments, small, tiny, living moments, simple. And successful recruiter, I don't think, no, not yet, because there is a lot more to learn, and especially AI being add on to it. I think there is far more a better journey to go ahead. I look at myself. I told you, right? I write, I speak, I share thoughts. So I want to look at myself as a thought leader. I look at myself as a thought leader in coming future. I want to influence lives in a positive way by sharing knowledge, thoughts, experience, etc.
Awesome. Great answer. And with interest of time, last question, Priyanka. So you have seen there are multiple different communities around, right? You have seen multiple different meetups happening. You have seen developer communities. You have seen testing communities. You have seen UI UX communities as well, right? So you also have might have seen that even in talent acquisition there are multiple different communities coming up, right? So why being in a community is so important these days, right? And having said that, uh, how do you see I am recruiter as a community is doing, and any suggestion how we can evolve as in community, TA community?
Okay. So, on individual standpoint, you should not be a part of community. You should be a part of communities, because different TA communities. Again, I'm
Yes.
talking only to relevant to our
Yep.
topic. So,
Yep. Yep.
if you want to be successful in your career, be part of different communities,
Yep.
because every community has its own
Own.
unique agenda, own unique networking platform, talent. So you have to be part of different communities to grab as much as knowledge as possible, as much as knowledge sharing thoughts as possible is first thing. And one point I got about I am a recruiter is, I love your title first of all. This speaks about the soul of a recruiter. I am a recruiter, just like I'm a doctor, I'm an engineer. So this, at least this will pave a path where maybe our next generation they would also try to visualize themselves as recruiters or into talent acquisition. So this is what I liked. I love. I literally love your title. I am a recruiter. It speaks about the soul of your profession, and this is one thing. And I think this is going to, this is very new and advanced type of a community where you
Yes.
started doing podcasts, talking to different TA professionals, which is really good. And I think I wish you a very good luck on this point, and may you do hundreds, thousands, lakhs of podcasts, and may also be a part of your journey, your growth. Let's grow mutually. What else? Yeah, that's it.
Great. Great. So, with this, I would like to wind up our podcast session. But before that, a very interesting session, Priyanka. We have learned lots and lots of different things from you. Thank you for being genuine. Thank you
Yeah,
for
I am
keeping
always genuine.
everyone smile. And uh, and once again, thank you for your time. I believe definitely our audience will love this session of our podcast whenever we are going to release it. So thank you so much, and it was an interesting discussion altogether, Priyanka.
First of all, Prafulla, thank you so much for such a platform. Or else, talent acquisition professionals को कौन care करता है? Who will ask you to run a podcast? So I think, yeah, that as I've told you, the tables are turning around. So even we are also, I mean, the TA professional also establishing as a as a prominent role. Let this role cherish and let the business grow, let people grow, let their careers grow. So this is a good platform which gives, which actually which makes people understand that this is not a small role. This is something which impacts an organization and your career, in fact.
Sure, sure, great. And I think again one of the platform where everyone is trying to share their experiences, right, from their
Hmm.
core themselves or herself, right, what
Correct.
how their journey is, so that other people can learn from each other and grow together.
Grow
With
together.
this,
Correct.
I also once again wanted to thank you so much, Priyanka. We will love to connect with you and love to invite you again to our podcast and channel very soon. So thank you so much and have a great day ahead.
Thanks, Prafulla. Thank you so much. Lots of love to you and to your community, and all the best.
Thank you.